Hello everyone, I think my voice is clear. So, I am using a unique approach in telling everyone about the ecosystem working. So, for making videos of YouTube, I will not show my face for privacy reasons. So, I will use my VS Code to show you the outlines, to show you the references. So, let's start. So the publicly available records show us a clear ecosystem in which Indian opposition figures, diaspora, NGOs, and Western institutions feed off each other to project a sustained India in crisis narrative. So the idea is that many NGOs, you can see the ecosystem between NGOs, opposition leaders. I'm not saying that all the opposition parties are with the NGO with the nexus, but I'm also not declining. I am just saying what the report says, what the article says. In March 2023, Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition, used platforms like Cambridge University and meetings with UK parliamentarians to claim that Indian democracy is under attack. And it was just before the 2024 general Lok Sabha elections. That institutions, including the media and judiciary, also captured, and that India, constitutionally a union of states, is being systematically silenced under the present government. So he was saying democracy under threat, institution captured, election system compromised. He is still saying that, but let's look over the 2023 timeline. So properly, right? One second. 2023. These statements often occur on foreign soil, giving them international visibility. In later foreign interviews, he escalated this to explicit allegations on large scale vote rigging, collusion between the election commission and the ruling party, claims that major international outlets themselves noted they could not independently verify. So he was doing that thing, and we can also see some vote chori narrative going on right now. I cannot say it is true or it is false. I am just telling you the facts and the publicly available information, and I am not taking any side for this. In later foreign interviews, so this part is already covered, so we should come up with the second reference point. At the same time, during the 2023, the Indian American Muslim Council IAMC, US based advocacy group that has hosted events where former Vice President Hamid Ansari, you know about Hamid Ansari and how controversial he was at his time, and US lawmakers jointly criticized India's human right record and cultural nationalism. Cultural nationalism usually means Hindutva, and why somewhat should be much nationalist. And toxic nationalism is also a new word going on the X. It has been identified in a sworn affidavit by the Tripura government before the Supreme Court as having alleged links to the Pakistan's ISI and other extremist outfits. An accusation the organization strongly denies while continuing to brand itself as a civil right NGO. So I told you about the IAMC, Indian American Muslim Council, and it's working. How it is working. So the point covered, diaspora groups packages the narrative. Overseas activist and advocacy groups take this statement and reframe them in the Western policy language. So lobbying is also a big part of this. These are highlighted in webinars, in college forums, policy briefing and reports. Position them as evidence of systematic issues in India. So the statement given by LOP or any other party leader is positioned as a evidence of systematic issue in India. So you can see what the nexus is going on. These groups often hold prior adversarial or critical stances toward the Indian government. In 2025, IEMC and allied groups convened a US congressional briefing in Washington at which Congress spokesperson Pawan Kheda repeated and amplified Rahul Gandhi's line about organized deletion of Muslim, Dalit, and other marginalized voters. Sorry. So the Pawan Kheda, Mr. Pawan Kheda, the spokesperson of Congress Party, repeated the words of Rahul Gandhi where he was saying the vote chori narrative. The Gandhi's line was the organized deletion of Muslim, Dalit, and other marginalized voters, accusing the BJP and Election Commission of systematically subverting elections. Subversion line is going on here, turning an domestic, so it is turning an Indian domestic political charge into formal material for use by US lawmaker and policy staff. These narratives are then cited in Western media, NGO reports, and hearings as evidence that India's democracy and minorities are under threat, and the resulting foreign criticism is brought back into Indian politics and as a external proof against the Indian state. So it becomes a closed loop. Like I can show an image. This opposition leader makes a statement. Diaspora groups is exchange. The picture is incorrect. It is made from AI. I am not saying I have made it. It is made by AI. So picture is incorrect. We should use NGOs and other IMC like organizations. Reports, foreign media and hearings are done, which registers as a statement as external proof. And other websites like Al Jazeera, I say it Al Jazeera, and TRT World publishes them. NGO and foreign funding receives, engaging NGO and receives back into Indian politics. The same leader says that external validation is also done, and this statement learns a closed loop of narratives. So I was saying that these narratives are then cited in Western media, NGO reports, and hearing as evidence that India's democracy and minorities are under threat, and the resulting foreign criticism is brought back into Indian politics as external proof against the Indian state. So this was the exact thing which is explained in the image in simpler form. Parallel to this, a segment of Indian and diaspora YouTubers and commentators run a content streams framing Narendra Modi as a dictator and India as sliding into authoritarianism, while in some cases defending or minimizing concerns around foreign billionaire funded NGO network, such as those associated with George Soros, thereby reinforcing the same external pressure line at the level of mass opinion rather than formal diplomacy. In hard evidence term, what can be clearly shown is not a secret CIA style conspiracy. It is not an intelligence style conspiracy. Rather, it is a nexus going across various states, various organizations for weakening the current government. And the dictator vibe, the dictator jibe which was created at the 2023 and 24 era, we can see its result. The BJP got less seat. So because the dictator jibes were created to tell the other marginalized communities that BJP is going to take reservation from them. BJP is going to rule with Manusmriti, which was not at all true, thereby reinforcing the same external pressure. And okay, it is an open repeatable pattern. You can see the pattern. Opposition leader makes severe statement about Indian democracy on foreign soil. I am going to tell the specification of exact image. Diaspora group with a record of hostile positioning toward the Indian state packages and export those statements into US congressional and NGO processes. Foreign reports and hearings based on that material are then recycled back into Indian debate, forming a closed propaganda loop that steadily erodes India's image and leverage abroad, regardless of what any individual person's regardless of what any individual's personal intention may be. So this is the whole thing. I can provide you all the evidences of Times of India, Reuters, Financial Times for this video. You can find it in the description below here. And I am not going to say to subscribe or like my channel. If you find anything wrong, if you find anything factual, You can do a comment. You can also have a debate with me. I will provide you with my email and other things, so you can send a debate invite, and we can also stream that debate on our channel. And so this is this. It was an outline for you all. Like I was saying, what closed loop is formed. And this is one of my first radio, so don't judge by the audio quality. I am using my laptop's mic only. So thank you. Jai Hind. Vande Bharat. Namaskar.